Good afternoon, everybody. Will Dupree here in the KXAN live studio. We want to bring you some breaking news that's happening right now in downtown Austin. Police are responding to a stabbing that injured a man in his 30s, and we have a live picture up to share with you right now. It's a little shaky at the moment because our photographer is moving around the scene there. She is near 4th Street between Trinity and San Jacinto. A man in his 30s was stabbed in an alley in that area. If you take a look right now, our photographer is getting a ground shot. There is what looks like to be some blankets and things and other belongings just in the background of that shot there. But what we know right now is that a man in his 30s has been stabbed in the chest in downtown Austin. Austin police are responding, as you see right there. They are working at the scene at this very moment. We'll take that full screen so that you can see just a little bit of it. Our photographer, I'll warn you, will be moving around just a little bit while we're doing this live stream for you guys. She is getting footage as well as providing this live stream and this live picture for us. So just know that if you see a shaky camera, there you see police, the crime scene van arrived just a few moments ago taking pictures of this, what looks like an encampment, some kind of sleeping area that someone has set up in an alley. Again, this stabbing happened in an alley between San Jacinto and Trinity in downtown Austin near 4th Street. Police got the call about 11 o'clock this morning. And just want to reiterate to you guys, our picture is being provided by our photographer who is there getting footage at the moment and also providing this live stream for us. I'm going to kind of dump out of that for just a second so that she can get reset. But to show you on a map where this is exactly, we'll zoom out just a little bit here. Again, this is downtown Austin. The Austin Travis County EMS told us this happened in the 300 block of East 4th Street. And that's where this little red pin is placed right here in the middle of your screen. We'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see more closely where this area is. This happened between Trinity, which you see right here, and San Jacinto Boulevard on 4th Street. It happened in an alleyway in this area, so that's where police are responding. If you're near there, if you work there, if you're going to lunch at one of the restaurants down in that area and you see police as well as some kind of scene with crime scene tape, this is what's happening there. It's very close to a fire station as well as the convention center. But again, this is a stabbing that police are responding to and investigating in downtown Austin near 4th Street between Trinity and San Jacinto Boulevard. Let's take it one more time to see what our live picture is doing right now. Again, our photographer is getting reset. There you can see a little bit better this scene that our photographer is responding to. You can see the crime scene tape surrounding this area behind a business. Police responding there, getting new details about what's happening down there. What we know at the moment is that a man in his 30s has been taken to a hospital now with serious life-threatening injuries. Police told our photographer on the scene that that man was stabbed in his chest. They have not been able to talk to that victim just yet because of those injuries. However, that man is now in the hospital. Police are also telling us that they do not have anyone in custody at this point. They do not have any information to share about a potential suspect in this case just yet either. So we're working with police to try to gather that information. I'm looking over here at our photographer's live stream coming back. I want to show you all that one more time. She's reset just a little bit there, but again, you can see multiple police officers as well as the crime scene van there in the right-hand side of your screen has arrived. Police are concentrating in this area right behind the business. It looks like someone's belongings have been laid there potentially. There was a blanket or a sleeping bag or something like that. Police were taking pictures. And it appears that officer now is collecting those belongings that were lying in the alley behind this business. If you're just joining us, we have a bit of breaking news happening in downtown Austin at this moment. Our photographer is moving her camera, but she is on scene as police investigate a stabbing that seriously hurt a man there on 4th Street between San Jacinto and Trinity. She is resetting her camera right there, but you can see they have cordoned off that little parking lot behind this building in an alleyway there with police crime scene tape as they investigate this situation. What we know right now is that a man in his 30s has been taken to a hospital after being stabbed in the chest in this alleyway. Police do not have a suspect at this time. They do not have anyone in custody either, but they do not have any information to share as well about who they might be looking for. The victim, we're told, has not been able to communicate with police at all at this time, although they would like to talk to him, obviously, because his injuries are to his chest. He was stabbed in the chest and may have had an injured lung because of that. Obviously, that would make it difficult to communicate at this time. His medical care is obviously the utmost importance at this moment because this man was stabbed in the chest. I wanted to reiterate yet again, our photographer is there at the moment. She's moving her camera around just a little bit because she's gathering footage, trying to get the best vantage point as officers investigate this crime scene. There you see officers behind a 4Runner collecting some different belongings, putting those into bags, presumably for evidence. We saw a sleeping bag or blanket behind this business just a little bit ago, but that has since been moved into a bag, it looks like, as police investigate this scene. The area where we're talking about is an alleyway near 4th Street between Trinity and San Jacinto. A man in his 30s has been stabbed in the chest and taken to a hospital because of those very serious injuries. Now, this stabbing is coming after a deadly stabbing that happened last week on Friday. That was in South Austin, though, on South Congress there at a shopping center. And I want to take that down just for a minute because it appears they were collecting some items that might have had blood on them. So we are, again, taking a live picture with our photographer. There you can see that police are talking to some people behind one of their cruisers and collecting some of the belongings that they had been bagging up just a moment ago, too. I want to take that full screen just for a moment again and reiterate what we're reporting on right now. Police are on scene responding to a stabbing that happened in downtown Austin this morning. Police got their call at about 11 o'clock this morning. And what they're telling us is that a man in his 30s was stabbed in the chest, then taken to a hospital to get treatment for those very serious injuries. Police do not have anyone in custody at this point. They have not told us, though, if they are looking for anyone specifically. They would like to talk to the victim, but police told our photographer who is there providing this live picture for you all that the victim has not been able to talk with them because of his injuries. He was stabbed in the chest and may have hurt one of his lungs. Here an officer is approaching with bags collected from this scene. It's in an alleyway. They'll be collecting that for evidence, obviously, as they continue to investigate this. We are working on gathering more information, not just from Austin Police, but also the Austin Travis County EMS. They had tweeted out just a little bit ago. I want to show you all this tweet that came in at about 11:18 or so. We'll take that full screen so you can see it. They took a man in his 30s from a stabbing incident near 4th Street and Trinity. The patient has been declared a trauma alert and is being transported to a local trauma facility with serious, potentially life-threatening injuries. No other information available at this time. They have not released any more details since posting that tweet about 45 minutes ago or so. There you see the police crime scene van. Police have been collecting evidence from that alleyway where that stabbing happened. Again, this is on 4th Street between Trinity and San Jacinto. Our photographer is panning over now to show the area where they're concentrating their investigation and gathering evidence. Crime scene tapes still up there, several officers as well. This is close to several businesses. We've seen people walking in the alleyway coming to ask, what's going on. They had seen the police officers there. So if you know somebody who works in that area, or if you're going to eat lunch here presumably very soon and see all these officers there, this is the situation that they're responding to. Our photographer is resetting her camera there. So we'll go back over our basic details, and then probably in this live stream, police may provide an update at some point, and we will bring that to you as soon as we can. You can stay with us here on KXAN.com and Facebook, as well as the KXAN News app. What we know is that a man in his 30s has been hurt after a stabbing in downtown Austin. Police responded at about 11 o'clock this morning. That's when they got the call. Went to this alleyway near 4th Street between Trinity and San Jacinto, found a man there stabbed in his chest. It appears, I'm looking at our live stream from our photographer, that a police officer is going to be giving an interview about what happened here. So we will take that in just a moment when he gets started, so you all can get the latest information as we get it in. Let's bring that up really quickly so you all can see. It may have been frozen, so the feed may have been taken down. We apologize for that. I'll keep monitoring that to make sure we can bring it to you as soon as we can. Police, though, getting back to the details that they've shared, do not have anyone in custody at this point. They don't have a suspect description to share at this point either. So that's obviously something that we're going to try to work with police to try to find out and share with you all and get those details out. We'll also keep tabs on the condition of this man who was found with a stab wound to his chest. Police have not been able to talk to him just yet, so that may be why they have limited information, very limited information to share about a suspect, a potential suspect in this case. But again, we are reporting on breaking news that happened, a stabbing on 4th Street in an alleyway between San Jacinto and Trinity there in downtown. You can stay with us here on KXAN. We've lost our live feed from our photographer at this point, but we will have more information, all the latest details on our website, KXAN.com, and the KXAN News app. Stay with us here as we gather more information, and we'll put it out to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching our live stream. We'll be back here on KXAN Live throughout the day. Have a good one.